you can shoot that head again. Just put some fresh blades on it and go to town. That's why I love that 4-blade. Oh man, that feels good. I love shooting whitetails with my bow. It just doesn't get any better than that. All right, we are back in South Dakota, one of my favorite places to hunt, Western Ranch Outfitters. Whitetails, mule deer, antelope, they got it all. I got everybody in camp. Uncle Randy, Jamie, we've all got our bows. We're gonna have some fun. Well, that was kind of a mad dash to get in the stand. As usual, we're late. The guys always give me a hard time about getting in the stand too early, but we didn't do that this morning, that's for sure. I think we're okay though, because we're behind these deer. They should be coming this way off the alfalfa field. And only about now, for the next hour, we'll have a few deer filter through here. A little different this year though, it's just so brown in here in the grass and the feed's different, but I got a spy-point camera right here on this little tree, and there's been some big bucks through here. You just need one to walk right there 20 yards and we'll be good. Well, we had some deer come through, those does. That doe with the 2 yearlings, and then a little buck, and then a really messed up little buck. The wind keeps swirling, and they're getting us. It's supposed to be northwest, which would be blowing that way this morning. We got in here, it was blowing east, and then right when that doe came out, it switched to northwest. And then it switched back, and she walked around us, and then when she got in front of us, it switched back into her nose, so she couldn't figure us out. She didn't know what was wrong. And this little guy, that's why he's been walking circles around our tree. The wind keeps going back and forth. But typically when they come through here, they'll walk right by us in this sand. They're just waiting until later to come off the fields, I guess. I was hoping when all that was happening, one of those big bucks was gonna come, but no luck. There's deer coming up through the oak trees over here. Whole single file line of deer coming up. I think it's all does, but I'm not sure. They're walking right down the trail. It's a bunch of does. They're all does. They're still coming through here. I'm gonna shoot the doe that's closest to me. Just the one, whichever one gets closer. first day. I'm gonna go ahead and sneak out of here. We might hunt this again tonight because I think most of the bucks had already gone up on the hill and bedded. So I'm gonna try to get this doe out of here as quiet as I can, and we'll see what the wind's gonna do tonight. But I've tried to not to disturb everything, and I might tag out in South Dakota on the first day. Maybe tonight I can kill my buck. It'd be pretty good. Arrow's got some nasty stuff on it, but that's just because the angle it went through. But like always, that whack and broadhead looks perfect. You just put fresh blades on it, shoot it again. I don't think she went very far. She'd be right in here. She went a little further than I thought she would, but down right here on the side of the creek, kind of the worst spot she could possibly be because the truck is way over there. But I can drive up this side, but if we're gonna do that, we gotta get her across the creek. So, kind of a bad spot. Look at that whacking 4-blade hole. That's why I shoot that broadhead right there. I mean, look at that entrance hole. And it's a cookie cutter punch. Those big 4-blade holes. It's not that typical triangle fixed blade cut on impact. And then actually, because of that weird angle on her, it drove all the way through her long ways. Perfect. Starting to change out of her summer coat into winter coat. She's got some long hair starting to pop out here. They're starting to know it's getting that time of year. Big old doe, big mature doe. Yes, we shoot does too. I love deer meat. Good way to start off my first sit in South Dakota. This afternoon we're gonna get serious and try to find one of those big bucks. Now I gotta figure out how to get her out of here. This could be fun. Or not. Well, Jamie beat us up here, and he's been hunting for a couple days, and he's got to head out. Didn't kill his buck. He doesn't seem real worried about it, though, because Mr. Satterfield has a special buck tag, West River special buck tag, and what that does during the rifle season when he comes back up, it allows him to hunt any unit West River, and he can shoot a mule deer or a whitetail with that tag. So he's not upset about not getting one with the bow. He hunted hard. I'm gonna try to get my buck though. It is time to get a tag filled here in South Dakota. I've got a good spot. The wind is right for this stand. See if I can kill one. All right, we're in early today. Actually on time for once. We're gonna slip down into a stand we call the Rock Pit. We've got a east-southeast wind, which is not great for a lot of our sets, but this set is perfect. Blows right in our face. The deer will be coming from the south, so we got a pretty good chance tonight. I'm pumped. A little bit of a front, kind of cool this afternoon. It's supposed to get hot as the week goes on, so tonight's gonna have to be our night. We gotta kill today. Jump a couple deer coming in here because they're always bedded around the stand, but we actually only jumped 2 walking in, which isn't bad. The wind's good, blowing just like this. All of our deer should be out in front of us, so we should be sitting pretty good. It's gonna be a while before they start moving. We're in here early, but I think that was smart. We just gotta be patient. Hopefully most of them will come across the river right there. They like to stage down here before they go up into those alfalfa fields. If they do, we'll see. Hopefully we can kill one tonight. Tonight's our night. We need to kill tonight. We've put our time in. We're overdue. do, just like she did, come right down the trail. We get a buck to do that, we own them. The problem with that hill right there is I didn't see her until she popped up over that hill. They sneak up on you. And they're kind of looking at us when they come up it, you know. There's some deer on the other side of the river. Straight across the river from us, about 200 yards. There's some does. Here comes a buck. That's a pretty nice buck, actually. He's walking, he's just falling right through where those does just went. Big, heavy 8-pointer. They're kind of parallel the river. I don't know where they're going. The Realtree guys are seeing some deer. Hey, there's a buck right here. He's walking right down the trail. If I can get to my bow, I'm gonna shoot. There's a buck right here. He's walking right down the trail. If I can get to my bow, I'm gonna shoot him. He's right here. Where do you want him? He's going down right there. He's down. Boom! That's awesome. I literally pulled out my phone because one of the guys from Realtree had texted me and was telling me what they were seeing. I looked down. He was standing right here at 20 yards. I was like, if I can get my bow, I'm going to shoot him. Man, you talk about overdue for killing a deer, and that feels pretty good. There's bigger bucks in the bottom down here. I mean, you just can't pass up those chances like that, man. It's perfect. I smoked him. That doe don't know what happened. He's dead 25 yards. He only ran 25 yards. That's why you shoot a whack and fixed blade. You get a pass through, and they don't go anywhere, period. And that deer was quartering away from me, so hit him kind of mid-body and came out the front shoulder, and he died like that. Less than 30 seconds from when that broadhead hit him, he was dead. And that bow, man, the energy, you just punch through there. It's not stopping. I said I was killing a buck tonight. We did. Good job, buddy. That's sweet. Oh. Now that is the kind of arrow I like to see. Covered in blood. That FMJ looks good when you can't hardly tell what it is. And that whack-em, you can shoot that head again. Just put some fresh blades on it and go to town. That's why I love that 4-blade. Get that pass through, baby. The deer is right on the other side of that tree. Well, there's no tracking job when they only run 25 yards. He's laying right there. And that is a beautiful buck. Heck yeah, man. Look at that shot too. Perfect, man. He's got his winter coat on. He got a big old hole though. From that 4-blade. That hair, just long hair. That's a hole, man. That's awesome. Put this bow down. Let's pick up my South Dakota 10-point. How about that? Now that's just a pretty buck. Man, I love that. Short little G4's kind of got a acorn there at the end of the beam. That's just a beautiful buck. Good representation of what whitetails look like here in the river bottoms. He's been rubbing. Got some, oh man, that feels good. I love shooting whitetails with my bow. It just doesn't get any better than that. And that wraps it up, man. My South Dakota season. I've got my doe and my buck. I'll be back when the rifle season comes in. Uncle Randy's here, and Randy's gonna get to hunt for a couple days. And I want Randy to kill one of these big bucks so bad. We saw a big 8-point on the other side of the river. A lot bigger buck than this, and I hope Randy gets a crack at one of those. But I'm tagged out, and it feels good. That's a beautiful deer, man. Heck yeah. Well, it paid off. This is the spot we call the Rock Pit. One of my favorite spots here on this ranch to hunt. We've been hunting here for years. We actually hung this stand the first year we started hunting here. And man, this stand's probably been in this spot for at least 7, 8 years. I tell you, when you've got a spot like this that typically the wind is not right for, because we don't get a lot of south and east winds or southeast winds this time of year during these fall hunts. But when it does roll around and we get this wind, this spot is perfect. These deer are going up past this stand location, going to those alfalfa fields. And I tell you what, I was able to get an opportunity at this nice buck and I wasn't going to pass it up. Great buck with the bow here in South Dakota, Western Ranch Outfitters. If you want a great hunt in South Dakota, make sure to give them a call, because I promise you one thing, all the guys up here will do their best to get you on a buck just like this. Thanks for watching Savage Outdoors. We'll see you next week.
Closed captioning brought to you by Wacom Broadheads.
The sharpest, toughest, most accurate broadhead ever, period. There's nothing else to say. Wacom Broadheads. I've been shooting them for 8 years. I've killed every animal with my bow in the last 8 years with a Wacom Broadhead. I love the Wacom 4-blade. It's my favorite head. Cut on contact fixed blade. Check out all the great broadheads at WacomArcheryProducts.com. I'm telling you, they make the best broadheads in the world.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, Bushnell Optics, Elite Archery, Hunter Safety System, True Glow, Conquest Scents, Wacom Broadheads, Fusion Ammunition, Nature Blinds, Raptor Razor, and win great hunting prizes and great race values. Enter now at smicorporate.com/race to the outdoors.